welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready from inside the 10. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Flames return team didn't help matters out much there. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get in the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you, catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways, but this guy is very dangerous.
Off play action. Skips away from pressure. Got a man. It's Bullet. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll fire to his right. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Flames are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Using the quick game. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They're going to throw it again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. And the Flames have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Frost. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The LSU Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feel this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the returner is... From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Flames with the 1st and 10. Let's go! He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. And the Flames are flying down the field. Easy. Pulls it in. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowen. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Looking to the big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty!
You gotta love the creativity of the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. Slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Running behind that left side. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the counter. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
So after the first down run, here's second down. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. LSU quick to the line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 14 to UNLV. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes. Brings it down on the right side. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your team.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Calls his own number. The Flames pick up the first down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's fourth down. Dial up your best fourth down play. Keep this drive going.
Here we go.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will. He'll set up to throw. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that now. What a...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wayne.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's shown it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. And cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. A little screen to the running back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and... A shot toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day so far there today in Lynchburg. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, And unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the move from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
He wants to pass it on second down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Used the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
3:25.
Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Caught behind the line. It's Charles. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pass is intercepted. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown,
Arkansas State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the air. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can add just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs.
Touchdown play! And the beatdown has ensued. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go scoring that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He'll let it go down the right side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. 2nd down coming up. On the run, it's Nicholson. Running with power. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him to the sack.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. From the gun, running back gets it again.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Flames are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Flames come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next game.
Makes his connection. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut.
Complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. The give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a...
Well, I know this is an...
Ready, fight!
There's a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Flames are threatening in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll give it to him again. Just having these two bounce off of him like popcorn. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. You're off the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late.
Touchdown, Liberty! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to one extra.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. On the move. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Bowen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And now on second down for this offense.
Get set, get set.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Looking to move it through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Gonna run it. It's Frost. They'll line up for a second down play.
Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Using his feet. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has been just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.